Alright, what's happening in the world? Let's talk about it. See, is it worth reading this patch? Because this patch is not the first stand patch, right? First stand is on 26.5. So it's kind of... It's kind of whatever, this patch. I mean, for solo queue endies, it's probably important, right? Azir, we're buffing Azir to distribute some of his power back to regular play. So on 26.05, they nerfed Orianna, Azir, Nico, Varus, and Talia. Xerath, the rightful rule of Shamira. Q AP ratio increased by 60%. W damage increased by 100. Okay, so some of this is rage bait or what? Some of this is just rage bait or what? Like, is this patch just rage bait? It's the... This has to be an April Fool's joke. Yo, where are the April Fool's skins this year, by the way? There's no way this goes through? Yeah, of course it won't go through. Champion nerfs, Q damage per hit. And maximum Q base damage is down. Armor down on Pike. Shen monster damage down. Why is Shen monster damage? Is it OP in solo queue or what? Kempunk Chainsword is cheaper. Sunfire Aegis has a Ruby Crystal. Support item penalty pre 5 minutes. This is a useless patch, or? The Olaf changes are kind of nice. The Lysandra changes are kind of whatever. Actually, they're not... Yeah, they're kind of... What the fuck? How is this a buff to Lysandra? Her armor growth is getting gutted. For 1 second on her Q. Xerath's a joke, yeah, I'm not surprised. Q operation up by 20%. How hard did they gut Azir on 26.5? They reduced his health growth by 9. What? I don't get it. So then why are they buffing his QAP ratio by 20%? His W damage by more AP ratio and scales a bit better on damage because he sucks in solo queue? Wait, what did they do to him in 26.4 then? Did he get changed in 26.4 as well? He didn't, right? It's because his win rate's low. Yeah, but this is the problem with Azir. This champ is just complete first pick, first ban in pro play. He's first pick, first ban in pro play. Was? Okay, well, he has been changed in the last 3 patches. Except for the LPL finals, yeah, but this champ will be... This champ's super OP. This is just... It's just Azir. It's just Azir. He's just OP in pro play and expect to made it so Shen jungle is broken. And then the debate will come up once every now and then where it's like... should we make it so the patches are separate and some champions perform differently in solo queue than they do in pro play to make the champions more viable? No. No. Is this for first stand? No, the first stand patch is 26.5. I haven't been keeping up to date with the patches. All I know is that on 26.3, that was the domestic finals around the world was 26.3. And then in 26.5, they're basically nerfing Azir, Nico, Orianna, Talia. I don't know how big the nerfs are. I know Orianna is her Q cooldown, I think. But 26.4 was a mega patch. But I don't actually know what the f happened in this patch. But this is a giga patch. But no one played on this patch, I think. Maybe America's Cup played on this patch. But they probably didn't have time to practice it. Did anything from this actually stem to be a big change from solo queue? Seeing as it's been out for a few weeks, chat? Aphelios is cooked. Darius jungle. Okay, so it's a complete, like... So it's for pro play, this is a fake patch or what? Other than Annie maybe being stronger or what? Q base damage is up by 20. E cooldown is flattened to 10. Bonus AD on Aphelios is down by 1, 2, 5, 6. Yeah, Annie makes sense. Annie makes sense. Darius jungle. I mean, maybe it happens. Doubt it, though. Hui buffs are kind of nice, no? I don't think a lot of pro players play Hui, though. What about Maokai buffs? What are the Maokai buffs? Q bonus damage and... Ooh, nice. Oh, yeah, I do know this patch. Oh, my God. Wait. I just had, like, a sudden realization. This was the patch Lost Ratones was going to play on for... if we said if we get to this patch, we're going to be goated because Rumble's nerfed and they buff way and shit like that, then we were saying that this would be our patch. I remember. I briefly remember it. Bro, why is time just passing really slowly? Why do I feel like it's been 6 patches since then? Bro, it's been 2 patches. Nothing's happened. What is Azir's win rate? Grave, sorry. He's 8 here. Vas. Caps is rank 1 and Skewmon is... Wait, Caps is rank 1? What? He's angry as f*** or what? Holy shit, he must have just said, f*** it, I'm getting rank 1 before I go to Brazil. Boom, he just sent it. He is fucking frying as well. What? He's just playing a lot of Mel, though. He's playing a lot of Mel and Ari. When are they going to Brazil? Berlin to Sao Paulo flight time. Oof. 14 hours? Bro, they gotta leave soon. What are they doing? The last I saw of G2 was yesterday. Skewmon tweeted that they were playing basketball. Okay, dude. Wait, maybe this is in Brazil. No, it can't be. He played solo queue 9 hours ago in the US. That's not in Brazil. Wait, how are they topless outside? Isn't this Germany? Aren't they gonna be fucking freezing? Why does Caps look like he's gonna beat someone up? Caps looking kind of jacked though. GeoGuessr it? Bro, what do you mean GeoGuessr it? It's Berlin. It's Berlin. I'm not GeoGuessering it. Hey, is he duo queuing with duo queuing with Skewmon. Duo queuer abusers. Duo queue abusers. Kalis, Tiger, Parus, Azap, Mickey X, Yike, Odysseus, Join Z, Yopa Yeehoo. Not bad, not bad. People are climbing. So the peak here is 2409. 2467. 2233. That's weird, isn't it? How is it that the server with more players, aka Korea, does the Korean server have more players in EU West? Because the NA for sure doesn't, and it has higher. The highest rank in the world is at the Vietnamese server, 2,895. Night 1. I can tell you this is not the real night. EUNE has more players than NA. Wait, serious? Maybe this is the thing. Maybe all the coaches in EU are like looking at the EU West ladder and watching, you know, like how the ranks are going. Why don't we go to EUNE ladder? Desperate Nessus. Is this the new upcoming rank 1 player? You never know. Why are people playing on EUNE? Why is Phantasm and Raider here? Why are these people? Why are they even here, these people? Also, is it just me or is solo queue just become 10 times more disgusting with one tricks? One trick? Well, not one trick. Kinda one trick. Kinda one trick. Kinda one trick. Kinda one trick. That's 4 out of 5 of the top 10. Top 5. Okay, 5 out of 5. And it's got hashtag feet in his thing. Are the one trick's just taking over or what? I guess Korean lad is kind of human. Server down issue worldwide. What? Did the whole... Wait, did League just go down or what? Why Zahen doesn't have nipples? Okay, what is happening on this Reddit? Korean servers over? What is this? Bomba. What is this? I don't get it. What is this video? Are they AFKing in Aram? Why are they opening mid in ARAM? Okay, dude. Global power rankings have just been updated ahead of first end. Do I really want to look at these global power rankings? Oh, God. Oh, what the fuck is this? What is this ass cheeks global power ranking, bro? Yo, we gotta get with the times. Like, a couple of things piss me off, but how the fuck is KT here? Like, that is criminal. Yo, you gotta update this. You gotta update this. You gotta update this ASAP. How in the world? Yo, we gotta get with the times, man. Gotta get with the times. It counts last year's worlds? Yeah, bro, but you can't do that. Now, I'm not a power ranking statistics Andy of like, well, actually they won world, so they get a +6 on their score. But if my name's Joe and I just came home from work and I want to watch an international and I open up the Lolly Sports Power Rankings and I go, Gen G #1. Oh, first hands next week. That's cool. I wonder who their competition is. T1. Wait, they're not there. What? HLE. Wait, they're not there. What? BLG. KT. KT. Why is it K? So it was 1, 4, and 7 are there, and 9. 1, 4, 7. What are you doing? Prime numbers. Like HLE needs a drop off. I guess for me, my argument is like, if you change your roster and the roster underperforms, then I think you should just tank the power rankings. Like, KT should just tank the power rankings. HLE should also tank the power rankings. T1 should tank a little bit in the power rankings as well. I think the more players you change and the less well you do, the more you should tank. And it's just the life. That's just the way it is. And we should just put G2 second best team in the world and wrap it up. I do sympathize with the idea that it's kind of hard to do this, because then basically your argument would be, so you want the power rankings to be Gen G #1, BLG #2, FearX #3. Then it just becomes a tier list. So I guess the global power rankings are just calculations based on, like, yeah, I get it. Strength of opponents. Okay. If it's to do with recent performance, in-game execution, I think KT needs to tank no matter what. Recent performance, 9th. In-game execution, can't win with 15k gold lead. Just drop it. Lost rat. Monday, 16th of March. Okay, we got the schedule. So we got BLG versus FearX, Game Series 1, G2 Team Studio Wales Series 2. The day after, we got Gen G, JDG, Leon Loud, and then we're going to TBDs. Monday, 19th March, Thursday. That's my birthday. I want G2 to get out of the group on my birthday. Because if you think about it, this is the semis, right? So that means the 20th is groups and the 19th is groups. So you would assume that 19th and 20th are promotion elimination games. And because G2's group starts first, you would assume that their group would be the second last to finish, right? So this could be G2 escapes the group on my birthday. On my birthday. What is this? Holy. Oh, it's muted. What the f***? Why is it muted?
Yo, binge.
Did you say binge? Bro, Dokla is fucking jacked. He is fucking jacked. Jesus. First 10 tier list? Okay, a couple things I disagree with. But I'll leave that for now. I think my first time player tier list and team tier list, oops, will probably be coming out later this week. Okay, that's an old video. What is this? What is that, Mel skin recall animation or what? Pain Gaming announced the departure of T10 from the organization. What happened?
Chad, you should see Caedrel IRL, man. It's crazy, because I'm watching his stream.
Right.
And what he does then, he angles the camera for his hair to not look that bad. Bro, you should see it IRL.
That's not true.
It is crazy,
That's not true. That's not true.
Caedrel's hair,
That's
bro,
complete cap.
it is crazy.
That's complete cap. Bro, what is he on about?
Like the camera makes it look
I don't do that. I don't do that. And I'm sure Baus doesn't do that either, because he hasn't got a single angle that'll work for him. So he definitely doesn't. But I swear I don't.
better, 10 times better than what it actually is in reality.
I swear
so
I
you
don't.
can just imagine, you know? Because it looks shit on camera as well, but it looks even worse in real life.
I would say my hairline got better, actually.
How does it feel to be fired from the team?
No, it definitely got worse. How does it feel to be fired from the team? Yo, why are you donoing that to him? Why are you donoing that to him? Your hair is like a gold graph. Same joke over and over. Rookie has announced that his relationship with LPL host Hilda has ended after 9 years. We broke up for a while. I initiated it. Not because who did something wrong, but because after we had our serious conversation and realized we have different directions for our future. Yo, everyone's breaking up, man. Everyone's breaking up. What is this? Fun fact, I learned yesterday that if an LCS player did this tomorrow, they would get fined. Bro. I swear to God, like... I don't know if it's the ruling thing or some shit, but I think it's the same in Valorant. They need to lighten up a bit. They need to lighten up a bit. Like, some guy in Valorant stood up and said, "Get fucked," to the other team, and he got fined. That's crazy. CS is peak, bro. CS is completely peak. It is completely peak. And the best part is, like, it allows the players to unleash. Obviously, there's a line. But then the broadcast can, like, piggyback off it and, like, you know, it creates a bit of stories.